Hello, we're Team One, and today we're going to be doing our presentation regarding Trader Joe's and its international expansion in Vietnam. I'm Darren.
I'm Sukhmandeep.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Amari.
And I'm Cassandra.
Okay, so just a little quick dive and regarding just a little introduction regarding Trader Joe's. Trader Joe is known for its quirky, its very distinctive grocery offerings. As we venture out in our presentation, we kind of see more of how it is as a retailer itself, see a little bit out of its historical background, what makes the consumer so appeal to its market, and just overall to see how it presents itself as quality and value.
As our group is discussing on the Trader Joe's expanding to Vietnam, I'm going to talk about the political and legal reform shaping Vietnam's business climate. Vietnam is actively restructuring its political system by consolidating government agencies and streamlining bureaucratic processes. Recent amendments to Penal Code number 86 of 2025 reflect a stronger government stance on anti-corruption through stricter legal enforcement rather than political liberalization. Despite these reforms, Vietnam remains a one-party state with limited political freedoms and restricted media independence. Therefore, foreign businesses are allowed to operate but must comply with strict regulations and government oversight. This finding reshaped the view of Vietnam as a politically stable yet inflexible market, where success depends on compliance, patience, and alignment with state policies. Considering these reforms and researching consumer openness along with Vietnam's traditional food culture, we discovered that Vietnam's consumers, especially younger and the urban population, view American and imported brands as modern and high quality and prestigious. Cultural practices such as gift giving and interest in premium packaged goods align with Trader Joe's brand identity. At the same time, many Vietnam consumers strongly prefer fresh food purchased daily from local markets. Frozen foods and heavily packaged foods are often perceived as less authentic and lower in quality. This contrast reshaped the view of Vietnam as a selective market where Trader Joe's would appeal to a niche urban consumers, will appeal to niche urban consumers rather than the general population.
Next, we're going to talk about the market entry plan. In regards with the operations and supply chain, we would want Trader Joe to stick to the same format as they use in the United States market. Trader Joe's would comply with Vietnam's rules and regulations and keep the source up to standard or even better when it comes down to safety procedures, sanitation, and compliance with the Board of Health inspectors. They would have weekly audits to run and, as part of training, have modules on hygiene, foodborne illness, and what to do in emergency situations. Seasonal products and promotions, as well as new limited bags. Not only that, but we will also have weekly samples of Vietnamese food. Crew members would still rotate positions from stocking to cashiers. This will help them to be more productive. For marketing and analytics, as Trader Joe prepares to enter the Vietnamese market, its success will depend largely on how well the company positions its brand, adapt to local consumer behavior. Trader Joe's will be using data-driven analytics. Marketing efforts should highlight authenticity, transparency, and the fun shopping experience that Trader Joe's is known for. Our marketing platforms will include TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Zillow. For the human resource planning, our HR will be going to follow the legal law and Vietnamese labor code. Legal compliance will include well drafted employment contracts that include working hours, overtime, job duties, etc. Additionally, our payroll structure will be well defined. We will ensure that we comply with the local minimum wage systems. We will choosing our staffing strategy that will potentially help the local customers. We will hire our cashiers, stockers, and managers from Vietnamese public. This will not only help with the language translation, but also significantly help our management. For risk and contingencies, we found two risks. The first one is navigating Vietnam's complex rules and government. Another one is issues with infrastructure, supply chain, and day to day. There is the lack of transparency, uniformity, and consistency in government policies and decisions. To reduce this risk, our company will hire local legal experts to ensure contracts are clear and protective, plan for extra time and money to account for potential delays, and maintain a regular communication.
Okay, so in regards of the store concept and design, Trader Joe's is overall marketing and its logo is something that draws in the consumers themselves. And since when people look at their logo design, you see something that's very bright, vibrant, very neighborly, just by how it appeals to the consumers. And overall, the layouts when you enter a Trader Joe's are typically more smaller and condensed compared to a regular typical shopping supermarket, but due to its smaller size, it makes consumers feel like there's more things and more hidden gems to find within the aisles. And with something such as the design logo itself, the design encourages a more relaxed treasure hunt shopping experience per se when it comes to the customers that go in and out. So overall, when it comes to the customer's experience when they enter Trader Joe's is a store, a company, an establishment that provides types of experience that provides fun, friendly vibes, and a very essentially helpful staff. The shoppers will always feel as they go in and out of the store that there's a very unique and variety product selection. And due to its welcoming atmosphere, there's many different types of colorful signage, friendly employees, and overall the store layout feels very cozy and very atmospherically warming and welcoming.
Our strategy, our team has chosen Trader Joe's to have localization. Localization focuses on operating decisions being decentralized to function in self-contained countries' sobriety. Decentralized divisional structures have helped management when it comes down to decision making. Our organizational structure will help Trader Joe's in Vietnam have a bit more of control while still maintaining the company's mission. Trader Joe's global mission will be maintained, such as ethical sourcing, sustainability, and brand consistency. And as mentioned before, we'll have the minimum wage increase there, so we'll pay more than minimum wage to increase productivity. And this will help with potential global business expansion. Moving on to our product, Trader Joe's is famous for its wide variety of products, including frozen foods, organic snacks, and specialty beverages. Their aisles are packed with quirky and health-conscious options, plus their seasonal treats that keep the customers excited throughout the year. The local management in Vietnam will be a huge part of the decision-making process when it comes to the product selection, as well as the store's unique style, their partnerships, and things like marketing. We still plan to have the same layout as the US, so having seasonal items and end caps and promotions, as well as new limited bags and the weekly samples of Vietnamese food. The pictures show some inspired Vietnamese food already sold in the US, such as the grilled white chicken wrap, the chow tom, which is just fried shrimp and vegetables, and Vietnamese coffee and spring rolls. And the Vietnamese management will better reflect the Vietnamese consumer taste, which is why they will decide the price that will generate the most amount in consumers.
And moving along a little bit more, there's a bunch of unique findings that had our group reflect a little bit more when it came to the pest analysis. Vietnam overall has many fields and areas that they're still trying to reform. So if international business such as Trader Joe's kind of branching out there would be a little bit more complicated than what it seems, despite the general success of how Trader Joe is already. In order for Trader Joe's to really thrive successfully using the pest analysis, they would have to use very specific strategies that would have to be more adaptable inside of more of an international insight perspective, such as Vietnam. Vietnam does not have the same overall government structure, or overall political aspect, or other similar factors such as the US. And something that's a little bit unrelated but correlated is Vietnam overall has a more higher preference towards fresher produce, and typically Trader Joe's does carry some frozen produce, and they do have a good section that's mainly frozen, but that's something that we did come across in our insights. And just overall, in order for Vietnam to really thrive, they would have to unify all their overall region to really invest heavily in more into international business expansion. And overall, that's just the major takeaways and unique findings of our pest analysis.
Next, I'm going to be talking about surprising insights we found from our strategy and ethics research. We found that Trader Joe's promotes an informal, open workplace where employees are encouraged to speak up and share ideas. Vietnamese work culture tends to be the opposite. It tends to be more hierarchical, with strong respect for authority and seniority. Employees may feel uncomfortable questioning managers or suggesting changes, which could limit the effectiveness of Trader Joe's decentralized management style. But there is a resolution. Cultural training and encouragement of open communication would be used. To conclude, Trader Joe's stands out by blending unique products, great value, and a welcoming atmosphere. Their private label approach combined with fun store design and friendly service creates a memorable shopping experience that keeps customers coming back for more. It's more than just a grocery, it's a community favorite.
Oh, thank you for listening to our presentation in regards to Trader Joe's and its overall development and marketing. We hope you hope we hope uh, you enjoy our overall insights of Trader Joe's and hope to see that it will hopefully internationally prosper and hopefully it doesn't have as much obstacles as we explained and correlated through our presentation.